Good morning, friends. Mother's Day is just 2 days away, and if you haven't gotten your Mother's Day gift yet or your Mother's Day card, today's the day to do it. You know, when I think of children coming into the world in today's culture, I sometimes talk with young married couples who are really concerned about whether or not they should have children and bring them into a world that is so chaotic and with just so many difficulties. I think of a couple in the Bible by the name of Amram and Jochebed. Not household names for sure, but they lived in very difficult times. They were slaves in the country of Egypt, Jewish people, slaves. And their labor was forced, their work was hard, the days were long, there was little to live for. But that couple, in the midst of some of the most difficult times imaginable, had the courage, the bravery to bring children into the world. And the children that they gave birth to were Aaron, Moses, and Miriam, three great kids that grew up and changed the history of the world. The thing that I admire about Amram and Jochebed is that they were not afraid of the times, but they put their trust in God, who could help them raise three children, even in the midst of slavery. It was right after the Vietnam War that to our congregation in Southern California, I shared that, and little realizing that in that congregation that day was a couple. She had been rendered a paraplegic by an automobile accident, and they had decided that because of her inability to function outside of a wheelchair and because of the nature of the times following the Vietnam War, that maybe they shouldn't bring children into the world. But that word about Amram and Jochebed inspired them and gave them hope that maybe they too could bring children into the world. And in the course of time, a beautiful little girl was born to them, and several years later, a wonderful, handsome little guy. Today, those children are grown, are serving the Lord in a wonderful way. And every time I see those parents, we're separated now by miles and by great distance. But every time I've had occasion to see me, they come to me and thank me for reminding them about Amram and Jochebed and how they were not afraid in the most difficult of times to bring children into the world. God is our helper, and God can help us in these days raise strong families that bring honor and glory to His name. I don't know if you have a church home or not, but if you don't, let me welcome you to Central Assembly on this Mother's Day. Our Sunday morning service is at 10:30. We also have an evening service at 6 o'clock this Sunday. And there are many wonderful Assemblies of God churches throughout the Springfield community and the community of Greene County and all the counties of southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. A warm welcome awaits you in an Assemblies of God church this Mother's Day weekend. We encourage you to be in church and to bring Mother with you. And we pray that this will be a great weekend in your life. The Lord richly bless you.